Truly, I wish Twitch lived in more enlightened times. Okay, let's keep this going. I just try looking for an event and suddenly the internet shuts down. But we're back. Back to this, I guess. Watching two competing colonies trying to complete first. They both produce naval supplies. Base tax 2, base tax 3. Okay, so of the two of them, barring any events, Salish is going to definitely be the higher base, the more lucrative of the two, higher base tax. And because it has twice as many natives, it's going to get twice as high a bonus in base tax. We all know I love making shekels, but really having to wring them out in this game. Oh, I want this province so much. I also want to destroy these natives, but that's not going to be easy. I could fortify this province so it takes them longer to take over. But that would be an enormous expenditure for very little gain. Remove Haida from the map is still a mission. I'd love to, friend, but we have a truce for the next 5 years. That's probably what we're going to end up doing, though. Why won't my people just breed faster? It's nice to know that Salish have really regained their competitive edge. They are gunning for it. Where are my boats? I'm gonna need you over here for this. Don't colonize Miwok, the rent is abysmal. You know, I just had a thought. You know, when you mothball a fleet, you pay half for it? Normally when a fleet is damaged, you only pay that percent for it anyway. Oh well, I think they've changed that now. Mothballed you will remain. Can republics get a peasant war? Never. Republics can't get it. You can't get it after 1600. You can't get it if you have more than a quarter of your manpower pool. And you can't get it when you're at war. And you can't get it if you're Horde, and you can't get it if you're a Celestial Empire. Enjoy. Jake, can't you diplo-vassalize Haida? Well, they hate me, so I highly doubt that. Oh, and yeah, it would have to be... No, I wouldn't be able to protect her, though. Oh, wow. I'd be able to if they weren't hostile towards me. But then I'd get all that autonomy on their land, and I'm not sure I want that. Not when I can go and take it by force. Well, we have the time and the spare men, so let's improve relations just in case things go that way. Because if they get threatened by me, I'd probably have to build a bigger army than them to do that. Then, yeah, I probably could annex them. Jake, mothball fleets as a quantity Genoa for minus 113% cost of fleets. They put a minimum cost on fleets now, so that's no longer an option. Alright, Salish well and truly beat the other one. I want that money really bad, so we're going to go for Miwok right off the bat. Gotta hop our way down. And look at that money. Holy smokes. That's half a ducat a month. My loins are quivering at the thought of that. Alright, folks, time to unmothball you, but you. Onwards. You don't trigger a native uprising when you land by boat, so we can safely shimmy our way in. Just like that. Hey, Apache. You wouldn't want to fight me now, would you? But now that we own Miwok, we own the centre of trade, and regardless of the size of our colony, it's still an important centre of trade. Oh, what am I doing? You guys need to board that ship. So our control over California has exploded, and now, oh god, that money. Those shackles. Getting all hot and bothered over it. Jake gets aroused by ducats. I must admit, I really love just money, economy, just everything about exploiting the common people. That's why Patrician was such a big hit for me. Patrician 4. Shame it was garbage, just in general. So it's almost tempting to make a big enough army to wipe these guys out. In fact, I have enough that I could make another couple of men and crush Haida like that. We certainly have the manpower. It wouldn't be a problem. Do they still hate us? Yeah, they still hate us. We'll keep improving those relations. They might see the funny side soon enough. 100 for improved relations. I'd have to gift them. I don't want to gift them 25 ducats. I really would rather just annex them. Yeah, I'll remove them from the map when this is all over. It's only 4 years away. Oh, baby, this is good. That settler chance is just too good for words. And we're close to getting an alliance. I mean, if they didn't hate our guts. I wonder if they're hostile because they have more troops than us. If we built another one, they'd probably change their mind. Probably. Win wars with battles. What will they think of them? Jake, why didn't you like Patrician 4? Okay, the start of the game is excellent. You know, you're building up your trade fleets, and just moving the grain trains all around the place. It's great. But then you just get swamped under micromanagement, and the local lords start pestering you, and to entertain them is just unbelievable, because the larger the city, the more their demands are, and eventually their happiness goes down faster than you can increase it, and you're just chasing after them, and you make up perfectly good trade fleets, and then everything gets interrupted by it, and it's just oh, and the user interface is just garbage for it. That's great money. I'm getting this crazily often. Should I just take the money? I love Diplo power. That money's too good to pass up at this stage of the game. That's a ridiculous amount of money to give me, though. Why does it give me that much? It's 2 years of income. Well, thanks. Jake, you ever going to play Caesar 3 again? This gets asked from time to time. I love Caesar 3. The answer is I will play it when I want to play it. That's always that's always how I do my streams. Surprisingly, Salonen have taken over the other one. Ugh, again. We'll just take the inflation on the chin. It's a bit painful though. It's uncomfortably high. Alright, Haida, how do you feel about us now? You still hate our guts. I hate you too. Now we want the administrative points this time, so it's all about the Egrel. What a leader. Well, they're both equally likely to revolt, so we'll stick them there. He's not quite Uncle Adolf, fastest man in the world, but he's a good third place in the race. Jake, how's your day? Fairly uneventful. Just the way I like it. What a laugh it would be to just suddenly see the green snaking its way around here. Alright, Siberia, maybe if you tell me a bit about your things that happen with you. You don't have a truce with Russia, so that's promising. You have Kazakh as a... no, that doesn't tell me anything. I'd love to know about the Ottomans. Here's a little trick that we found in our multiplayer game. If you click on this, if there's a Defender of the Faith and you can't see him, you can click on this shield and it'll take you to the capital and unveil that nation for you. Of course, that's only going to work if you can see them. Although I just suddenly had a thought. What if you look up country, religions, Defender of the Faith, France? No, it doesn't let me do it. And there are no other Defenders of the Faith. Okay. Harumph. Jake, is that green in the fog of war above Oiritz, Russia? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, he says. No, certainly not. Russia would have better technology than that. How about near Siberia? Jake, would you build temples in this situation? Your lands are so poor that +1 tax income increases province wealth is pretty large by a relative amount. It would be pretty large, but we don't really have much money to be building them with, and I like to have a good sized coffers, to deal with whatever's going to come my way. Like a war with Haida in 2 years. Jake, you can't diplo-annex them anyway because neither of your governments allow for royal marriages. That's not true. Marriages are no longer marriages no longer come into it. I mean, they still improve the chance. And they certainly improve relations. But you can diplo-annex as a republic now. You can diplo-annex as a theocracy if you want to. Oh, I'm gonna have to increase stability if I want to declare war. That's just nasty, man. Why can't we be friends? I'll give them one chance to be friendly with me. Grain is good, admin is, as they say, better. It's so expensive to tech up. Jake, what did I miss since the last stream? Well, what you see is what you get. This isn't Mr. Bones' wild ride, that's for sure. This is just Chavs being Chavs, slithering our way down Western America, trying to get some semblance of money. Jake, make sure to increase stab before re-electing. I won't be re-electing this guy. I want to get my Republican tradition all the way back up to 100. Or, well, it was never been at 100 before, but... when's our next election? 3 years. In 3 years it's going to go up by... Actually, I think I will re-elect this guy then. It's a shame. It's better to have long... like, constantly re-elect someone again and again, but when your Republican tradition falls that fast, it's not so hot. What are the starting provinces of Chavs? Just this one province here. Chavchavani starts off with this one province right here, so I migrated here, vassalized the other tribes, integrated them, and then colonized Alaska. Jake, why do you want such high Republican tradition? If you fall below 80 Republican tradition, you start getting some really nasty events. I'm talking events that just go, I'll take 50 of your dip now, or here, have a stab hit. Republicans get awful events. You used to be able to get around these events by being a Muslim republic, and that was really the go-to thing to do back before like version 1.4, because you were 10 times more likely to get a piety event than a Republican event, so it would just swamp them out. There were, I think, 1 or 2 good Republican events and 20 or 30 horrible ones. It was that bad. Conflicting opinions. Well, this is why we rock at 0, well, -3 stability. Because I ain't having any of that garbage. Form an alliance with Haida. Oh, gold in Miwok. 4 base stacks gold. Yes! When we are no longer pagan, that will be good. Until that day, it's the worst news. I mean, compare the income of 4... these provinces are identical in terms of everything except for their goods. Compare the income from a gold province to a grain province. Never was there a truer display of the fact that you cannot feed an army on gold. Jake, why don't you want to be a Republican dictatorship? Because our national ideas give us extra Republican tradition. Not to mention they dribble away all this inflation that we're getting. Lovely. God, feels good to finally make a bit of money. Well, Haida, it's time for you to die. Let's get our ships over there, because I think he still has no boats. I'll have to unmothball these suckers. And where's that bark of ours? We'll need you over there as well. You don't need to be fully repaired anyway. Oh, and 2,000 men because he has a level 2 fort. Just in case he gets any funny ideas about attacking us. Nah, he shouldn't. Hell, he's only got 3,000 men. What a joke. Jake, are you using some kind of pagan black magic to get all this gold? I colonized the whole coastline as Cherokee and I didn't get a 1. It's just very unlikely. Alright, Diplo's no longer such a big issue, so we'll lose the Diplo power. We've got our men. Now, your last chance. You're still hostile towards us. Well, that's a shame. We could have had a beautiful relationship, but instead you had to spoil it all. Let's get our half-decent man on the case now. Unfortunately, we are not going to have much of an advantage against them. It's highly likely that they'll take this province first. It's mountainous as well. That's... You know, it might be better for us just to go and kill them. We'll erect another unit and just go slaughter them. Fortunately, we have the power. We have the technology. Asian steppe cavalry and samurai cavalry. Thanks, game. Always go offensive with your cavalry, even though I don't use any. Jake, do you have a claim on Haida? I certainly do. Do I have the mission on them? No, but I got a mission on Apache. Don't tempt me, game. I might do that, actually. But on the other hand, I might just take Apache's money. Oh, but no, they're allied to Pueblo, and I have no idea where they are. And they could potentially come over and wreck my colonies, so no. We'll just settle for Haida right now. Haida don't want to ally us. Tragedy, really. Ugh, that's also a tragedy. Raising stability, lack of Republican tradition, plus 11% cost. That's horrible. Apache has alliances and a federation. Federations, are they still as overpowered as they were when this game came out? Oh, baby. Selena, home of the grain. The grain brings all the marriageable women. Alright, let's just bite the bullet and do this. Colonial conquest? Or conquest? I'm actually confused now. Which would I rather do? Well, let's show superiority. Why not? It's gonna be horrible if they win this battle, but I have confidence that we can do it. They're gonna have a slight advantage, but ever so slight. Nope, no chance to that. By slight advantage, I meant a very slight advantage when it comes to pips. To be honest, probably could have done that with 2 of them. Good night, Haida. What brought stability to -3? What didn't bring stability to -3? I got so many stability events that I was glad I could be at -3 because I could avoid all the nasty events. I was like, lose 10 Republican tradition or lose 1 stability. It's like, well, I have no stability to lose, so I'll just take it on the chin. It's good to have that... I was going to say it's good to have that maneuver general there, but it makes no difference. Oh well, it's just so he doesn't die in the battle. So, the question is, where do we colonize next? High base tax preferable. In fact, oh god, these are all good, but they're arid. Ugh. That's actually going to lose me men each month. I can't really take on arid lands right now. Jake, why didn't you get a crossing penalty there? Didn't I? I wasn't paying attention. I should have got a crossing penalty because the leader, if your maneuver is better than theirs, you won't get a river crossing penalty, but that shouldn't apply to crossing straits. Shouldn't, but hey, a lot of the things in this game don't work as they should. Okay. Privateer, get in. Never even thought of doing that before. Which is odd. Sounds like exactly the kind of thing I'd want to do. Alright, so the question now is, where do we go? I can't remember, or rather I just don't know how arid this land is. Would I be better trekking across here, or try to punch my way through the arid land? Just how arid is it? I'd love to follow the base tax, if at all possible. Well, I know Yukima is 2 base tax. Does anybody who's played quite a bit of America have any insights into where I should be heading here? Jake, the maneuver does apply to straits. Well, now you know. Jake, you took exploration. Explore. No, I'd rather not spend the money. Spend the military points on Conquistador. Not to mention I'd have to fight all these guys. I don't want to do that. To keep you or to put you off for another wee while. I'd be sitting at 100 for a while. But you are kind of old. I'll forget you all the way up to 100 and I can re-elect you twice. Let's go for another bureaucrat. Oh, you're terrible. I hope you die soon. Jake, go towards Mexico to westernize faster. That's the kind of thinking I'm looking for. In fact, this land that borders the Aztec looks to be nice and not arid. And 3 base tax. Assuming we can reach there. Well, with Selena done. Oh, baby. We're having that, thanks. Jake, you want to go towards a St. Lawrence trade node if you want to make a lot of cash. Jake, take the southern route. The base tax is much better, as well as the trade. Great to know. Alright, free to take your land. I wish I could take your ducats instead. Look at those ducats. I could take the ducats now and come back to kill them later. And it wouldn't even be that much longer. 1558. There's There's not really much point vassalizing them. I know I want to annex them, but I can't deny myself 181 ducats. Yeah, take the ducats, friend, says TL419. And when has he ever given me bad advice? Thanks for the money, friend. Yeah, I'm not about to vassalize them. It would cost me 50 dip. 50 dip that I'm not about to spend. So let's get down to our new friendly province down here. Also, this will give us access to the Mexico trade node. Not sure if that's going to do us any good, but this merchant's busy doing nothing anyway. God damn, look at all that money. I'm getting cold sweats here. You know what this means? You know what all that money means? You're damn right that's what it means. It means another colonist. Let's get expanding. Yes, this does expand Chav. The issue here now is that I want to explore this land, but I don't have the army to do it. So I should set myself up a small task force to do exactly that. Uh, 3,000 infantry at Tech 6 should be enough. Should be enough. Just pile on that inflation, I don't even care. Although it is a touch high, and that would take about 60 years to pay off. But no, I care not. South USA is mostly poor, but the East Coast is mostly good. The Caribbean is extremely rich. I doubt I'm going to be beating anybody in the Caribbean, but god damn it, I will try. If our capital is in North America, we may as well make the most of it. Let's get over there. We only need 1,000 men. We'll even get ourselves a good conquistador. Yeah, 2 fire. Remember, the fire phase comes first. Jake, start improving relations with the Aztecs. They look pretty big and useful. Yeah, they might actually be good to have as a friend. They can't hurt me. Well, not back in my homeland, at least. Well, let's figure this place out. You know, I kind of regret not playing with the Random New World, but if I'd done Random New World, Alaska could have been here, so that wouldn't have been easy for me to jump over. And that was one of the few things I actually had planned from the start for this run. Alright, that's great, we're just demolishing things. Happy days for us. Jake, how much stream remaining? Good question. It is currently 20 to 3 in the morning, but to my body clock that's more like 7 PM. So I reckon we'll give this another hour at least. If you're European, I feel bad for you, son. So, what do we do with this extra colonist? Do we take this coastline? Looks pretty arid to me. There are probably better things we could do with our men, well, our colonist. If there was any place without any hostilities, we could do them quite easily. But higher base tax is always better base tax when it comes to this colonizing. Jake, are you going to move your capital to America to get rid of the distant overseas penalties? My capital is in America. My capital is in Aleut. What? It's not. My capital is in Kenai. I knew it all along. Oh geez, check these dirt poor provinces. Alright, so I get one colony here, but I'd rather get another. Also, I'm losing men each month. Well, 5 a year because it's not adjacent to any other colonies. Once we explore some of this, we'll need to explore some other land, unfortunately. And we're going to need more men to police it. We're actually going to be losing money by having all these colonies on the go. So the question is, where do we go? Do we go here? Or do we go here? I'll explore these adjacent colonies. If any of them have half-decent base stacks, we'll go for them. Jake, do you get distant overseas for disjointed colonies? No, you don't. Look at this one that just made no autonomy, no unrest. It's like it's been inside me all my life. Jesus, space tax is pretty boggin. And it's arid. I need to find something that isn't crap and arid. Nice snowsuit. Yeah, it's going to look really out of place in Central America, isn't it? Alright, that's what I'm talking. What the hell is that? Please tell me that's an American nation. That's not an American nation. No, there's a possibility that it is. If it was Spain, it wouldn't be that yellow. My guess is that it's a tribe that has reformed. But if they're blocking me, that's trouble for me. It's big trouble for me. I'm European. I should have been sleeping for 5 hours already, Jake. I'm almost sorry to hear that, Joey, but not quite. Okay, what is this nation? This is the technology map mode. This is the culture map mode. Well, it's no culture we know of around here. I really think that could be Spain. In which case, that could work to my immense benefit. Because if I get land next to you, I can just westernize straight away. Sure, it's going to cripple my country, but what the hell. In that case, maybe I should hold off on the colonies. No, it's the wrong way to think. I need to get there as fast as possible. Well, an easy way to find out is march on in. Jake Castile had exiled troops in Aztec. Well, that explains that then, doesn't it? Let's get to know our new friends. This is horrible. I don't like having 2 free colonists right now. I should be using them, but... Right, hello, New Castile. I should certainly be friends with you, but I should also be friends with the original Castile so that these guys don't declare war on me. Currently in attacker against Serbia in the Neapolitan conquest of Ceuta, including Aragon. But if you're subject to Castile, that means Spain doesn't exist. Alright, so I need to get to know you in as few steps as possible. That would be 1, 2. With a bit of luck, you might even colonize that. You don't have a core on that, so that wasn't land that you took. What did you take from them? Booyah. Getting this would be worthless, but we'll take it anyway. Good to get that extra missionary strength. So now we need to really focus on forming an alliance with Haida. Do they love us yet? Nope, they hate our guts still. Hello, Castile. Tell us about your world. You don't know anything about us, but straight away let's get some good relations with you so you don't change your mind. So, what will it be? Fastest way to get to know you. I don't want to pooch through this arid land. I can take 1, 2. That'll be no problem. So I think we know everything we need to know about this area now. We'll get you guys off of there, and we'll start exploring better. So lucky, Jake. When I was playing in the New World, Europeans wouldn't come near me with a 10-foot barge pole until Castile decided they wanted it all and declared long-distance colonial conquest. When I played as Sui, I got declaration of war every 5 years from Castile as well. Just when the AI wants your land, they really want your land. Alright, let's get exploring, Hobbs. Don't want that arid garbage. And wow, we got high relations with Aztec extremely quickly. That's because we were pivoted around the 0 relations mark, and the closer you are to 0, the faster your relations go up. They would happily ally us, but we hate them. Well, hopefully that means they won't attack us anytime soon. Let's explore this area. You're still at Tech 4 compared to our glorious not Tech 4. God, I'd love to fight you, but... Maybe we'll find their friends. Jake, will you also create a Siberian Iberia? It's possible. I'm thinking about it. Alright, so this land is garbage, and even more garbage. Really not worth my time. Especially not with 5,000 natives here. Heck no. Which leaves these 2 provinces. I could certainly get them done in a flash. 3 more base stacks to add to our name. Or I could go for the two base stacks ones. Might be a little better. Yeah, why not? I need to get bigger and stronger and faster and scooter. Jake, don't ally the Aztecs. The Europeans will go to war with them, and invariably you. I'm not worried about that, though. Hell, I never worry. I worried once in my life, and it did me nothing good, so I decided I would never worry again. Shimpai Janai. Jake, are you going to keep all the provinces to yourself or form more colonial nations? Well, I don't intend on getting invested in South America since I have a multiplayer game where I'm doing that. So it'll just be North America for me. So I guess the answer to your question is there will be no more of my colonial nations. Unless I really feel like it. And maybe I'll set up one just to see what it's like for a colonial nation to have a colonial nation. Jake. Will Castile eat you? I can't see into the future, unfortunately. They're colonizing this province. With a bit of luck, they'll do the Guach chilies. And I'll do this. We'll, meet. I'll westernize rapidly. And Christianize. And who am I kidding? I'll probably die. Let's explore some more whilst we still have this guy and a couple of troops ready to do so. I don't think the natives are very numerous up north, so let's just hope there's no firm resistance that could smack down our 2,000 budding adventurers. Jake, wait a minute, go to the decisions tab. Here you go. I could form the Mexican nation. I could form the UPCA. Do I want to do either of these? No, I don't. I certainly don't want to form America either. This is all about the Chavs. Ah, the Rocky Mountains. I've never seen those before. But all I see is low base tax, so no thank you. Jake, please read the name of your conquistador. You mean Yakang Sogolak? What's wrong with him? Oh, these are both awful. Next election is very soon. Well, hey, I'm not going to war anytime soon. However, these are both bad. Is 10 Republican tradition worth 1 stability? Trying to do the maths in my head here, I really can't. I'll just take the Republican tradition hit. That's kind of good, actually. It means I can re-elect one more... sorry. Make a different ruler one more time. Jake, have you ever been to America, or are you completely... I've been to America, I don't know, 7 or 8 times. Every single time was a blast. I think I'll go again next year. I met the love of my life, an ITG2 dance mat in a fairly abandoned flea market. Oh, that's horrible. Trade failure, but it would last forever. Oh wait, no, this one wouldn't. It would only last 5 years. No problem. Hey, I don't need money. Money needs me. On that note, I'm still making money, even with this large army. Well, large army. And 3 colonies. Damn, it's good to be Chavs. Alright, so they don't appear to be colonizing any of the provinces I wanted them to. Well, I only wanted them to do Chile, and they're not doing it. It's alright. I'll go and face off with them. I should try and keep an eye on my monarch point limit, but it's 1598, so that's plenty. Here you are, Comanche. Look at all these crap colonies. I don't want these. The one saving grace is that they would be 0% autonomy for me. Jake, I'm glad we Americans can provide something. Yeah, that dance mat was something else, I tell you. It was love at first sight. Are you? No, you're not Castile. You're just some yellow native. I wish I could have a trader. Traders give that +1 mercantilism event. Hey, we can make even more money. Let's mothball our transports. 0.08 ducats a month with 3 colonies going. These ducats are eternal. Fish from Kenai. Why is it travelling over the Rocky Mountains in that direction? Jake, you're only going to find 1 base tax provinces in inland America. Well, as long as I'm exploring. Isn't that right? Besides, when I westernize, I'll get their maps, hopefully. Okay, so this is good. In 5-year turnaround, we will get 7.5 Republican tradition, which will take us near enough to 100, so we'll just get another bureaucrat. How good is he? On the battlefield, that is? I don't think we should check, because I'm going to re-elect him. I'll only make him a leader if times grow dark. Alright, Castile. How about we become friends? No. Chavs' army strength is too low. Ah, but if we were the same religious group, you would change your mind. Change your mind pretty fast. Yeah, they're not colonizing any of this. Okay. travelling over the Rocky Mountains, Jake. I'm pretty sure that merchant tunneled right into the ground in the northern mountains there. Ah. Jake, at 5-year time, 13 Republican tradition is worth at least 180 monarch points. This, of course, compounds every time you re-elect. Thanks for the numbers. Also, great. We discovered the Great Basin. We also discovered the great worthless lands. That's okay though. Shoshone. Oy vey, look at that star. It only has 5 points. Must be full of goim. Yeah, Castile's in a regency, which means pretty good things for me. Gee, Chinook are forced to be reckoned with. Oh, and they hate me. They hate me quite a bit. If they declared war, that would be pretty bad for us. So let's make friendly. Zadifo says, just got here. When did the stream start? Something like 2, 3, 6 hours ago? But don't worry. I'm playing the long game here. Also, if my voice seems kind of quiet, that's because, yeah, it's 3 AM here. I don't want to wake everyone up. Okay, that was quite a fight. Looks like we're staring down a larger number of natives here. The concern here is that if I fight colonial nations here in the New World, I'm going to be severely outgunned, because their mother nations will probably get involved. I can ignore most of this arid land for now, I'm not interested in it. And all the non-arid land, the ones available here, the base taxes suck quite hard. Fur is great. I've never seen fur drop in price in this game. Jake, the only non-one base tax in West America are already colonized either by you or by New Castile. Oh yeah? That's not what the people of Zacatecas have to say. Damn them, they're getting all the exotic items. I'll show them. Oh, it's really painful to pay all that for a technology. And that's painful as well, again. Well, who needed stability anyway? Jake, CNs are massive cowards. Yeah, I'll have the home advantage here. Besides, this area is going to be completely safe. So nothing to worry. Base tax 3 dealing in dies. That is indeed great news. They've already become my most lucrative province. Hot damn, that's great news. Jake, what idea groups does new scrub title have? Any threats? What? Oh, Scrub Teal, Castile. Any threats? They've got trade, plutocratic, and economics, so it's not like they're going to be expanding on their own. However, they have 11 Miltech, whereas we have 6. Yeah, hopefully westernizing isn't going to be too harsh on us. But the fact that we can see all the revolts coming ahead of time is going to be a big boon. Oh, gee. kicking these guys' arses, but our strength of this unit is falling quite fast, and we reinforce painfully slowly. Yeah, they have no interest in expanding here. We just have to get Totoramaz done as quickly as possible. That feel when no Brit Bongistan colonial nation. Don't worry, if I ever set up that colonial nation in South America, if you're around and you can beat everyone else to it, Degister, you can name it Brit Bongistan. You know, just how much money are we making on that piracy? Well, it's paying for itself, almost. Not quite. But I think it's slightly better than mothballing it. And I don't want to delete my only light ship. They really went to town with Florida. They increased it from, what, 2 provinces to half a dozen, maybe more. Oh boy, when I westernize, I am going to thump the Aztecs something dirty. In fact, I could... No, I can't annex them since I'm not Christian. Although... Yeah, the cost of all the provinces is 219. I would have to be Christian to annex them in one shot. And I'd have to overpower them. Squamish. It's a shame it's Squamish. Hold on. This event. Is it to do with provinces that have... Is it triggered by there being a colonist there? I have to know. Events. Okay. Colonial? Does anybody know what triggers this event? I'd quite like to know. Just torch it. Not another marriageable woman. I'm not going to torch any colonies, but what I would love is for that one base tax to go on our Dies province, because that would actually noticeably bulk up our income. So what I'm wondering is, if I recall these 2 colonists, will that event suddenly go to this province? But I would be losing out on a bit of time where I could have these provinces get their new settler chance. So can anybody check? Because I don't know which event it's going to be in. For all I know, it could be in the random province events. No, it wouldn't be a provincial event. Or would it? In the meantime, enjoy some Christmas music. Nobody has any idea? Alright, we'll do it experimentally then. Recall you. Recall you. Oh, it seems to love it in Squamish. Unless it'll change on the tick of the month. Gah. Oh well. Can't win them all. Could torch the colony, but no. I suppose I'll enjoy that +1 base tax on the Fur province. Christmas time already. Hey, it almost is. Good. Very good of my conquistador to take the path that has fewer natives to try and get in our way. Oh man. Oh, it's no surprise that Florida is dirt poor. It's all just marsh, it hasn't been irrigated. Jake, you should use .tar.gz to zip up how to world conquest. I wonder if I still have that file on my computer. It's actually full of the Mingles exploit. Well, exploit, I hate that word. Almost as much as I hate the nukes idea. Did Jake become a colonial nation? Yeah, it was the best way to get around the horrible constraints of being a Siberian tribe. Means I'd have to take a whole idea group just to get out of being a tribe and then westernize. Would have been awful. I had no time for that. Oh man, I really want to fight New Spain, or New Castile. But at least if I get my eyes on all these provinces, I will know exactly who is where. Jake, are you going to go quantity and get expansion plus quantity policy for another colonist? I go quantity all the time anyway, and this run will probably be no exception. Whoa, baby! Nobility cannot be bought. Gives me a chance to check out New Castile. Yeah, that'd be a lot of friends. Let's do it anyway. No, let's not. I could have... Oh jeez, that was more risky than I thought. My mouse is on the fritz. Sometimes it just disconnects. I've been lucky that it hasn't done it throughout this entire stream. But it could have just disconnected there and forced me to attack them. Jake, if you fight New Castile, does it automatically call in the new overlord, or does it have to enforce peace? I think it would call in their overlord anyway. Right, you there. Do I conquer you yet? I really probably should. But. Too busy exploring. Quantity is great for westernizing as well, yeah, but I'm a wee bit away from getting that next idea. The unfortunate... No! I needed you to live long, that's why I didn't make you a general. Let's just see how good you were anyway. Deserve to die. So what do we go for? Do we still keep plowing through with admin? I think we do. Timur. Okay, well at least he's kind of young. I just froze for half a second when I saw your cursor on the war button. Can't wait to be westernizing. I want these points saved up for it, but ooh, successful company, 3.55 ducats. Why? That's half a month of income. Joke. Stability is like marriageable women, Jake. Fall for them once and it's all over. Yeah. Never again. Thank goodness the AI can be so incompetent sometimes. We may just have a chance at securing America for ourselves. But we're going to need a lot of money and a lot of colonists. All that Central American area here became temperate. It used to be nasty. Jake, why the CK2 soundtrack? Because it's really good. It's the best thing about the game. Because everything else about the game is pretty not good. I'm just not a fan of the game. I prefer to play as nations, not people. You can have your Dark Ages soap opera to yourself. All these primitives. I want to conquer them all. But I need to Christianize pretty badly. The downside is that going with New Castile would turn me into Catholic. I'd rather be Reformed, but I will probably go for Reformed anyway. Do you need positive stability to convert religion now? And does it still bone your... No. It gives you minus 100 prestige, you can only do it every 10 years. Okay. That's good. Sod Catholicism, we are going Reformed. I haven't played a Reformed nation since... I haven't played a Reformed nation. Okay, our men are almost dead here. We're probably just going to get rid of them. Make some new ones. Or maybe we can retreat all the way home from here. That would be great. Let's do it. See you in hell, native scum. Oh. Oh wow, okay. We couldn't retreat that way. Let's hope we get another chance to retreat then. No, again, it's going to take us through some other land. But we're still going at our increased speed because we're doing a shattered retreat. So a shattered retreat to explore new land might be a pretty good idea in somewhere like Siberia. Jake, as a former colonial nation, will your colonies have 0% autonomy? Well, let me show you Miwok, which I only colonized a wee while ago. No autonomy, no unrest. Come to think of it, that's -3, almost -4 unrest. When I westernize, it gives you +5. So we are going to be in the money. Yeah. I can't wait to westernize. Jake, you have no chance of getting reformed and westernising in a timely manner. It's either Catholic or Protestant, assuming England folds. No, I'll become Catholic and I'll instantly switch to reform. That's my idea. Since I'm guessing it's already there's already been the Reformation back home. There's a slight chance that it could never happen, but that's astronomically small and pretty much never going to happen without player input. That's the plan. That's the plan, Noah boy. I had humanism when I westernized. Nah, I'm not going to tolerate. Do Chavs seem like humanist people to you? No, there are so many Chavs that we need to go quantity. They seem to be everywhere. That's why we have expansion. Oh, we are indeed blessed. What's with all the good events? It's like the game's saying sorry for all those really crap ones it gave to us. Jake, can you check the religion spreadsheet to see if Reformed is out? Reformed have 9 countries and wow, more provinces than Protestant? I really want to see this. In fact, that's a lot. I really want to see Europe. I can't wait to westernize. It's gonna be good. I'm almost tempted to pay just so I can get some settler chance on the go. Alright, let's turbocharge these colonies. Paradox is going to something on you soon, Jake. Paradox are great. When I met them in Cologne, I really got the impression that these are just some altogether great guys. Alright, let's do this again then. I want to retreat up here. Or just here? Anywhere? There? Nice. So we shatter retreat our way through Terra Incognita to unveil it. And we're going to find out this province just like that. We stop dead. No revolts, no nothing. Jake, it's time for Haida to pay tribute again. And all that time has brought down our inflation as well. And with our new increased income, it won't hurt our inflation so much to take their money. Although I kind of want to take their land, you know. Seems that I can't run away. Oh well. I'm gonna unveil a few more provinces. Much like the ships going by when a conquistador goes by an adjacent province, there's a chance of discovering it as well. Again, I think it's related to your maneuver. I could crush you with 60,000 men. Note that Jake said they're great guys but not competent. Fix my bugs, Wiz. So where is Castile colonizing? They might be focusing on the Caribbean, which I suppose keeps them out of my hair for a bit. Booyah. Really, I should probably focus on these two provinces. What do I colonize next anyway? We've got 2 base stacks there. This is all garbage. Garbage is a pretty American word, isn't it? But I love it. Alright, well you'll be done soon enough. We will take this so-called garbage province. These guys are the best at running away through Terra Incognita in the world. Alright, come on, stop fighting natives. I need these other natives to pay their tribute. Do you think you'll go to Cologne next year, Jake? Wherever they go, as long as it's in Europe and cheap enough to get to, I'll probably go to it. But, that said, when they go to conventions, hotel prices are probably through the roof. I got lucky because I was able to stay with Michael in Germany. We'll see. Jake, can you see Muscovy yet? Don't scare me like that. Sibir, tell me about a strong Nagai? Occupied by Muscovy, maybe not strong enough. Muscovite crusade against Nagai. Crusade, huh? That means they have religious ideas. Oh no, there they go. Snaking their way along. So they're here, whatever this is. They've certainly not been hammered dead, so Muscovy are going to be a late game threat for me. I could kind of seal them off here. I don't need to spread myself across here since these provinces have minimum autonomy of 75% for me anyway. This land is worthless. Right, 2 of our settlements in Squamish have begun fierce competition, trying their best to establish their sway over the entire province. Admin, yes please. Let's get that settler increase up and on the go. Although I want to save the rest of my admin for getting stability up. Can't wait to extract my money from Haida, which is good because paying these colonies what they're due is pretty painful. Can't you set up a colonial nation in Siberia? No, you can only set up colonial nations inside these colonial regions, such as Alaska, California, Louisiana, Mexico, Eastern America, Canada, and the rest. Alright, is it worth setting up yet another one? I think so. I'm feeling lucky. Let's get some more gold. soon, very soon, we'll be able to get Mexico going. Can you set up a trade company in the Siberian area? No, unfortunately that's outside of the trade company region. I'll show you that, because I love playing with trade companies. It's one of the best reasons to be Western. These are trade company regions, and if you control the most provincial trade power, you will get the extra merchant. So what are we looking at here? Beijing is the only important centre of trade or estuary in the North Chinese Charter. So essentially if you own Beijing and you plug down, well, all the trade buildings, then you're going to get the bonus there. But that is of secondary concern for me to strengthen myself and launch myself into England and just turn it into Chavs. I'll make Scotland exist, Wales exist, Cornwall exist, probably Ireland as well, but the rest of it, Chavs. Jake, would it be possible to set up an Australian colonial nation and force it to move to Siberia? Yes, yes it would. That would be absurd, but it's possible. Jake, do you agree with the Western-only restriction for trade companies? Absolutely not. It should be, at the very worst, Muslims should be able to get it. Muslims, Easterns, Ottomans, and Westerns. I mean, why can't Ragusa set up trade companies? Why wouldn't Oman set up trade companies? They're probably the best. And mercantilism, always. In fact, we're so rich. I really want to get you on the go. I really want to get you on the go. But I probably shouldn't. Not until we're done westernizing. Right. Dr. Ramas is almost done. And we shall move on. You folks need to go and deal with our friends over here, who thankfully are still at Miltech 4, so we have the advantage over them. Again, I think I could take them all with 2,000 men, but let's bring in 3 just for fun. Jake, if Muslims were able to set up trade companies, then Indian Muslims could set up trade companies in their home provinces. No, they couldn't. You can only set up trade companies in provinces that are outside of your home continent. That's why it's so good for Europeans. Africans are so-so, Asians are pretty poor. So if you're a westernized Hindustan, for example, with your capital here, you wouldn't be able to set up trade regions in any of these Asian areas, and Asia has most of them. But you could set up trade companies in Africa, which would be a bit worthless, considering that you can't really push African trade over here. You would have to collect somewhere like, yeah, I would say the Ivory Coast trade node, but that all gets sucked out thanks to Savella and propagated trade node power, so... I have, obviously, from the way I'm speaking, I have a few qualms with the trade system at the moment. Mostly because it's Eurocentric, but that's game design. Can't argue with it, really. Alright. Last chance. Do you want to be my ally? Nope. Actually, if I sent you an insult, I'd probably get rid of that mission. Alliance of the Aztec. Now we're talking. But they hate us. Or rather, we hate them, so that's not going to happen. Say your prayers, Haida. They probably go like this. Sorry, that's probably racist. It's not like they're even dirty animist or totemist anymore. Well, welcome to the family. It's a bit funny that I have colonial conquest on them when they're my religion and I force them to be my religion. Okay, that shock is terrifying. Don't want to risk his die, he's even worse. Well, this could kill us. He's going to have a... Okay, right, let's see once and for all if this works. I have 1 maneuver, he has 0. And I didn't get the straight crossing penalty because of it. Amazing. Simply the best. Condense. And throw away the trash. Jake, if you're a westernized Hindustan, just conquer France and forward African trade there. Yeah? certainly another way to do it. Oh, we're so close to westernizing, I can taste it. Jake, are you going to take war reparations in this one just for fun? No, he's getting full annex. As somebody said, he's just another rebel type. Often people ask what that noise is. I live under the stairs, so there we go. And I'm not Harry Potter. That's another absurd thing that people point out. Oh my god, he's Harry Potter. No, I'm not. My magic is too dark for that. Is Jake still going bankrupt every year? Hey, look at these shekels. 564 of them in the bank, making 660. The term is up for Timur. Well, let's keep him. And great, we got the admin power. Maxed out relations with New Castile. Can somebody remind me yet again if I have to have positive stability to westernize? I probably do, don't I? People flee to the colonies. Oh, I really want this one done. I'm almost tempted to burn the other two just so people don't flee to those. We'll let them go. Jake, you need 0 stability. Okay, well, -2 isn't hurting me, so that's okay. I'll probably actually relax the autonomy on this province, just so I don't get the revolt risk from it. It's not like the tax or anything about the province is going to be that appealing. 0 stability, okay. Burn your colony. Does that mean the next emote should be a picture of a colony on fire? Because that seems quite fitting. We'll see about it. We're a long way off of getting more emotes. And besides, all I need in my life is William. That guy just cracks me up. Cracks me up every time. Alright, sub-Diplo power. Time to go, Haida. It's long past time to go. Haida land is worthless. They're better off with tax. They're better off as a tax farm. It's a shame I couldn't make them my permanent rival and just, stay there for a while. Say your prayers. 62 ducats though. And it would give me hardly any inflation. And I could take reparations. Maybe I should just keep them as a tax farm. I don't need their province. I don't need their worthless province. Yeah, I prefer that. The tax farm. I just love shekels so much. Jake, can you explain the William picture? William is my trucker. Well, he's one of my truckers in Euro Truck Simulator, another game that I stream quite often. And he just cracks me up. Just look at his face. Jeez. Oh. I can't believe I get no possible rivals. Surely... Oh no, the Aztec are in a different... Oh, it's that tech requirement because I'm Chinese. Why is this game so racist? Just because we're Chinese Siberian people. They're not going to recover that cash fast enough. Might want to put them down if they keep underperforming like this. Oh, I'll be back. Oh, jeez. Chinook outdo me. Although we've got assimilation here, which is exactly where we want it. Man. I know not much is happening. I've fought one battle in this entire stream, and that's been... okay, 2 battles, both in Haida. But the events I'm getting have just been so good for the past couple hours. So good. Jake, remember that event with +1 base tax you asked for? Took me some time to find it, but it's in the Colonial event name 9 in colonial.txt. Thanks. Let me look at it right now. Event name 9. Is triggered, yes. Okay, so nothing I could have done other than burning down my colonies would have changed that. Bless me. Jake, what did I miss since the streaming? I've been streaming for about 6 hours now. There's not... In any case, fought a few wars, won them all. Welcome to Chavs. The fact that we're able to afford 3 colonies on the go is the achievement in itself. We're barely losing any money. These are good times. Inflation a bit high, but that's all from events and plundering Haida. Jake, the word is Haida. Hi as in hello. Haida. I prefer Haida. This exhilarating gameplay, I'm not sure I can take much more. Apache must have a lot of money. In fact, why don't I just check the easy way? Treasuries. Creek. Apache need to lighten their loads. Oh god. 300 ducats. Pueblo would get involved. Yeah. As if Pueblo are going to come marching over here. They don't even know the way. Do they know the way? Well, whatever. I can build up to force limit and destroy these guys. I have the tactics advantage. I could get an even bigger tactics advantage, but I want to save those points for westernization if possible. 6,000. I could take them on with 6,000 of my own. And we've got plenty of force limit, so let's do that. Oh boy. Oh, those shekels. I can't wait for them to be in me. If I go for the quick kill, they'll have nothing to spend their ducats on. And you know me and my quick kill technique. It's unbeatable. I trust that Pueblo can't see this area. If somebody could let me know whether or not that's true, I'd be much obliged. Three fire, 2 shock, I fear not. Another one done, another one to be done. The Great Bank of Apache. Quite right. I must respectfully request you to hand over all of your shekels. How about you, Pueblo? How are you doing on the shekel front? Pathetically, you're not even up here. Sort you by country. Pff, pissing it all away. What good do I... Shekels. Pueblo. Army. Bearing in mind you probably have tech parity with me. Wow, okay. Do you think Pueblo can see that all that way? I don't know how far Americans can see. That could work against me, tragically. Imagine those Pueblans just marching over here. The likelihood is high that they would just march over here and destroy me. But I just can't resist those shekels. Maybe there's someone else whose coffers I can lighten. Creek, Apache... Oh, I'm looking more like Shoshone. We're getting down to the not so much money these days. Wichita? They're allied with Chickasaw, who are there. That might be the smarter thing to do. Just march over here and take these guys. Jake, you can see Ryazan, so you can see Muscovy. Okay, so we can. I guess we got the spread of the other Chinese people. Yeah, looks like Muscovy had no problem picking up. They did have trouble picking them off. They still don't have expansion ideas. So they've had to conquer their way here. And looks like they've been ruffling a lot of feathers, only allied with Denmark. Cool. In my experience, these isolated inland natives don't care for conflicts outside of their borders much unless they change their behaviour drastically. Pueblo probably won't care, but you'd have to wait them out to get your peace deal. So what you're saying is, kill them. I can get behind that. Still, if they come for me, I'm in deep trouble. Chinook, that's a deal breaker. When did you get allied with them? Was it when I suddenly started having all these men on your border, or did I just not notice that? Probably just didn't notice that before. However, that means I could fight you. And you would only be allied with Apache. If I could beat down Chinook somehow, beat down their 10 stack, then I could take Chinook and Apache without having to worry about Pueblo. Unless, I can't remember how Federation things work. No, it's Chinook who's in the Federation. I need to get my head on my shoulders here. Still, the amount of money involved is too good to pass up. All I would need to do is flatten Chinook early on, since he has the bulk of the army, and then I move down for Apache. We'll make it so. I'm getting excited at the thought of all this money. However, this army might not be enough. There's a lot of money involved, so let's spend a bit of money. Jake, I threw together a mock-up for a new emote. I really like it. Actually, if I could get that in, what is it, 28 by 28, 56 by 56 and 112, I'd make that the new emote, but we're probably a long way away from getting more emotes. I only get +2 emotes at 100 subs. And we're currently at 75, thanks to each and every one of you who decided that money is just a number. Jake, give them a good slapping like the good gold mining imps that they are. Okay, we'll do it, but what we're going to need for it is Miltech 7. The lints I go to for ducats. Now, these natives are very docile. I highly doubt they're going to fight me. Chinook is hilly. Those are mountains, right? There's no good way to do this. Although this province will soon finish up. This is bad. I should probably at least get some kind of flank on the guy. Oh, well, fancy that. Didn't even have to wait. But yeah, I really should probably get some flank on this guy. We're making money with this kind of army? We'll get another 1,000 men or so on the go. Then we'll get a half-decent flank on him. I could run into hills. It's not that bad. He's got 3 shock. We most assuredly do not. And our king is still garbage. Maybe I just need to have a bit more faith in myself. The march from here to there takes till the 8th. March from there takes till the 9th. The only way to get to this province is through that. So what I should do is hang out here and then smack him when he comes to Chavs. We're not going to make Apache a co-belligerent because don't know how that's going to go. They probably call in Pueblo. But the downside is they might spend a lot of money on this war. Well, let's do it anyway. Come on, what is life without a bit of fun? Okay, he's going for the mountains. Shame on him. Yeah, what I could be doing without the stress of these natives. Let's just get rid of them. Alright, you want to take my mountains? I'll take your everything. Saves me the bother. Now those are hills as well, so essentially I can just split in half right here. And if you want to come and get me, be my guest. Province has a fort level of 2. Get over here. Wow, your fort defense is incredible. But hold on, you're not even the main honcho here. Sorry, you are the main honcho. I'd rather a separate piece of Apache. Take all their dosh. Oh well. Can't worry about these kinds of things, can you? I certainly don't want to attack them in my own mountains. Jake, you need to play more EU4, as ridiculous as it sounds, so I have more playlists to fall asleep to. Oh. Oh wow, he's blitzing his way through my province. I'll have to return the favor. This looks pretty bad. They're both doing a lot of breaches all around. Alright, that's good. He's moving on to Salish. He'll be there on the 25th of July, which means good, I can hit there on the 1st of August. But he's interested in coming back. That's okay. We'll do the little dance of death. He won't know what hit him. He's going for Cialis. Hopefully he doesn't go for my colony. Nope. If he's satisfied with Cialis, then that's good enough for me. We'll take both of his provinces. But then we'll move down to Apache. We might be able to defeat him without having to fight his army. Which will make this fairly large army seem like quite a waste, but hey, what you gonna do? Jake, your colonist is idling. I know. I'm trying to save on my ducats here. After all, the next colony I want is going to be around here. Okay, Castile are gunning for it. After all, is there anywhere that isn't garbage to colonize? These base 1 tax pieces of rubbish. Oh, hello. Base 2. Low aggression. Sure. Come on, lads, I know you can siege better than that. Don't know where that province is, but I almost always take the fort defense. Alright, so we got flattened on both accounts. And he's taken my centre of trade, so that's going to hurt my trade income. Hurt my shekels. Now, Apache. When we do come to the dinner table of diplomacy, as it is, I'm going to be taking all those ducats, so stop spending them. Jeez, this is disgraceful. I really should have raised my Republican tradition before I re-elected there. That was a foolish thing of me to do. Well, we're going to need that stability eventually. But we'll get it later. Oh wow, we're not sieging so good. Let's get this other province done. Any moment now. We don't have the blockade, which I, for some reason, suspected that we had. Cool. There we go. Good enough. We just need to take the Apache. We're not going to be able to blockade them like this. We just don't have enough boats. But it's potentially better than nothing. More dies. That's incredibly good. Shame you're only 2 base stacks, but we might get some events. We might. Alright, in order to save money, I'm going to kill your men, because that means you're going to have more money for me. I appreciate the loot as well. You are base, what, fort level 2. Merge everyone together, drop down 2 of the rest of you, eliminate their men, and come back. This might be a bit painful. Hold on, those aren't hills, are they? Hills indeed. Good, that'll save us some money. Now with a bit of luck, these garrisons will grow back quick enough, he won't be able to do anything about it, and we will take plenty of money from both. Unfortunately, he spent quite a bit of his shekels. But this'll do. In fact, I wonder if it would be within my interest to make you a vassal. Could just integrate you later. Wouldn't have to go through the bother of fighting you again. No, I'd rather take your land. Jake, do you plan on westernizing? Oh yeah, as soon as possible. Oh, right, that finished. That's exactly why we're taking over this land. So we can get a border with New Castile, who hopefully doesn't lose to the Aztec. Certainly won't. Oh, he got a breach on his own home province that quickly. We need Apache and we need them down fast. Taking all their money seems to be quite expensive in terms of war score cost. But if we just fully occupy them, that should be plenty. Jake, Chinook has gold. That gold is better in your hands. It will be when I'm no longer pagan. Gee, it's neck and neck. He has the breach though. And, oh yeah, we have... pretty incredible. They have more fort defense to chew through than we do. Like, breach, baby, breach. This had better be worth all the money I'm spending on this war. We know it will, but... yeah. Okay, so before I re-elect this ruler for the next time, basically, at the start of 1574, I need you to remind me, scream at me, raise stability. Raise it up to +1. Probably towards the end of 73 actually, because of the Twitch delay. Alright, 28% ahead of him, 4 siege ticks. I got 5, we got 9. It's really tempting me to build more boats. Speaking of... yeah, California is one of the worst nodes in the world. It only feeds. Bourgeois. Everyone's equally poor here in Chavs. Everybody drinks buckfast by the neck. Okay, this is getting daft, guys. This fort needs to fall. Doesn't look good for us. Wow. Men of men. It's not often that the AI fails a siege. The thing is, I could walk in right now and murder him. The other thing is, he's going to try that again when he gets more morale back. But that's okay, because... no, it's not okay. We have... I might make a siege of my own. An assault of my own. Nah, we're close enough. Killing him when he's so low in morale. That would be good for our morale. Ming once again going bankrupt. Jeez. You're not going to be annexing Tibet anytime soon. I don't mind losing men in this fight, since these troops of mine are going to be consolidated together anyway. Chinook may be hills, but they should have next to them... well, their morale will be a bit lower than usual. Yep, a bit lower than usual. Goodbye ticking war score. Ouch. But hey, we got Apache, right? That means we can take all their money. And, yeah, war reparations. It was worth it all along. And you... they know. Oh, I didn't want to vassalize them. What was all that about? Just give me your money. And... war reparations. Another beautiful victory for us. No, not pirate in California, you fool. Pirate Mexico. Look at all that money. We made about 500 ducats from that war. I have no doubt that that's going to come in handy during our westernization times. And yes, we got that border. As soon as we have that core, we can westernize. So it's all just waiting on this one province to be done. And then we just have to survive westernization, which won't be hard. Well, it won't be hard when we lose that war exhaustion. Just driving up our rebel faction. But that's okay, we'll lose that war exhaustion in about 4 years. Jake, protect your colony in Mexico. It's not so much about protecting it, it's more about getting the event which assimilates the natives. Oh yeah, cavalry. Goodbye. And the rest of you can stay, I suppose. There's no need to put any troops here. I murdered all the natives, so there's going to be no native accommodation there. Maybe that was bad of me, but I needed to win those shekels at all costs. Okay, so it's nice to see that they don't hate us. It's a shame that we can't establish a protectorate with them. But the fact that they're chewing their way through the natives around them should fill me with a bit of dread, because it kind of says, you're next. I also feel like I should be exploring a bit more. I've got a 5 stack, so let's greet the neighbors, I suppose. Let's meet up with a pueblo. And let's look at any other treasuries to lighten. We're right at the top, under Ryazan. Well, above Ryazan. They must be making through trade. Shoshone. Shoshone, you have no friends. How would you like to give me lots of money? Oh, Tech 5, this'll be like taking ducats from a colonial baby. Let's declare war on them before they get any friends. That's horrible, but we'll lose the stability. Certainly not losing my Republican tradition for that. Oh, I should have declared war before doing that. Oh, shoot, as they say. It's alright, this game is full of those kinds of mistakes. When you make them, you just have to make a mental note to try and never make them again. Right, there's a couple more people to discover here. Who knows, they might have even better coffers with slacker lids. But Tech 7 is not something I want to mess with. Tech 5 and 6, fine and dandy, but other than that, no thanks. Let's head away around. Although you don't seem to have many troops there, Pima. How much money do you have? 148. Didn't catch that army of yours, Pima. 8,000. Ah, we'll let you be, not for 100 ducats. Who needs a stability? Stability is just a number. When did I first say that? Because it's really become my catchphrase. Alright, we're almost capped on admin. Use it or lose it, I suppose, but now let's get our cheaper idea groups. And that kind of money is paltry right now. I'll take it anyway, though. Alright, we found you, Navajo. Tell us about yourself. Pathetic technology. No friends. I'm talking money, though. Gee, this would be easier if I just looked it up like this. Navajo. It's a shame I dismissed all those troops. We'll go and mess with Shoshone instead. $5,000 of you, Tech 5, no friends, and how much money did you say you have, Shoshone? Frankly, too much. We will defeat you, but give it just a minute. Jake's stability needs a rising. I suppose so, but I mean, low Republican tradition is going to make it very expensive. Oh well. Also, that war exhaustion's getting on my nerves. We'll raise it just by one, just a ticker. Gets rid of rebel factions, and we'll get this war on the go. Now, there's no good reason you should defeat me here. Okay, well, there are mountains. Wow, okay. Come on, lads. Yeah. You're gonna run away there. Might as well finish you off. But we will leave behind just a man to take care of it all. Jake's gonna pillage every Indian before he gets a chance. It's pretty much the plan. I need those shekels, hombre. I might as well get them while they're going well. And that's good. Wipe, hopefully. Hopefully. Damn, they just keep running. Alright, well, let's not chase them anymore. I highly doubt they're going to run into mountains to fight us across a river. And it would be across a river because we're on similar... We've got exactly the same maneuver. Yeah, I was at a 4-shock penalty, I think, there. Hello, war exhaustion. When are you going to westernize, Jake? As soon as I get this colony finished, then I'll have a corps bordering a western corps who is way ahead of me. Then we westernize, and it's gonna hurt. But that's just part of the fun, isn't it? Another spare colonist. It's tempting to get this just so I have the connection here. But it's also tempting to make my way across here. Because he's kind of blocking me off his New Castile. In a way that I don't like. Yeah, that probably should be what we do then. Start worming our way across. Jake, stab up, okay. All the way up to +1. Jake, the moment you finish westernizing all those paltry natives next to you will reform government. Well, that's fine. Okay, so I will be re-electing you. It will be expensive. Wait, should I re-elect you? It will probably be better for me to have a lot of Republican traditions so that I don't get too hammered during our westernization period. But a 633 becoming a 644 is too good to pass up. We will do that. Alright, 90 Republican traditions, good enough. 20% extra cost. 1, 2, 3. I have to be at peace to encourage divination, but we shall do that. Now let's just hope we don't get a negative event from Republican tradition, and let's also hope that the grand old age of 53 doesn't pop his clogs in the next 5 years. Don't worry, Shoshone, it's not like I'm going to be... Is that good? Well, I'll take it. Unfortunately, they're probably losing some shackles due to these guys sitting out and about like that. But hey, we're still taking it all. We'll take our reparations as well, because why not? And what's even better is our men become exiled, so we no longer have to fight natives on the way back. I wonder, can I know you can't explore Terra Incognita when you're exiled, but can you discover Terra Incognita that's next to you? This could be something good if you can. I highly doubt it though. If that doesn't uncover Terra Incognita, then I'll be convinced that it doesn't work. Encourage divination, that unrest. -1 is going to help quite a bit. And finally, I think it's time we fortified Kenai. It's our capital now. Yeah. Boom. We'll take our reparations, Jake says as he forces conversion. Oh. Huh. Funny. Oh well. It's quite funny, actually. Okay, I'm convinced you're not going to get it. Jake, were those spiritual reparations? It appears so. Remember, my eyesight is incredibly bad. Alright, that's fine. Dip power is just burning a hole in my wallet at the moment anyway. And Guachi Shili is almost done. Hey, Pueblo. Bye, Pueblo. God, I want to devour Navajo. 300 ducats. In fact, it's foolish of me not to do it straight away. It would cost me less money to even raise mercenaries to do it. How's the territory? Desert Mountain. 13,000 of them. Actually, probably considering the war exhaustion that it would cost me, maybe it would be wise to leave that be for a while. Jake the Inquisitor, faith before bling bling. We are Chavs, we are all about the bling here. Alright, we're back home. Well, it's been a wild ride, guys, wouldn't you say? Look at all this expanding we've done. Okay, New Castile still don't hate us, which is great news. Let's keep those relations high. They don't hate us, probably because they have no idea about us. They can't see our capital. But as soon as we westernize, they can't declare a separate war on us, so we just need to snake around them as best we can, even though it's through horrible arid land. The better idea may just be to punch our way through here. Alright, colonize Kumiya and remove Haida from the map. Look, where is Kumiya? Or Kumiye. It's arid, but it's 4 base tax. That's pretty good. Arid isn't that bad now that I'm actually paying my colonies. So these 2 provinces are actually pretty valuable to me, but I need to punch my way along here. Ah well, I'll take it. They have no idea what to think of you because they can't make heads or tails of your Chav character's accent. We can see the Commonwealth now? Oh, it's all going on in Europe. Muscovy haven't expanded a bit. This could be my lucky break. I mean, they're going to. That's going to be their next idea, will be expansion. Because they definitely have a port if they own that. But still, that means we've got the jump on them. It's a shame I'm going to be so focused on American colonization. But man, I could snip them off. Nah. That land is worthless to me. Better focus on the Chavi Americas. Jake, why is Jake going for the East Coast again? Because I need to get to England. You know, how else do you expect me to do it? By going south? I'm not getting on with that tropical. Too much heat. It's gonna ruin our fake tan. Alright, mission complete. We ain't having that rubbish. Fortify Miwok. This is good. We're getting fortify missions, and I'm very keen to fortify my land now. Not least of all because it gives quite a bit of extra manpower to our provinces which have really low manpower. That's actually going to make quantity less effective, but still very necessary. It's funny, the lower the manpower you have, the more you're going to need quantity, but less effective it'll be. Alright, we can finally westernize. Is there anything I need to do before westernizing? Anything I would want to do to natives? We're still going to have our colonial conquest on them. Our revolt risk across our land is -1, 2, 3. Well, ignore the positive stability. Good enough, let's just do it. Only takes 3,200 points. How hard could it be? Okay, so now we do have unrest. We want to get rid of that unrest straight away. We're going to be facing quite a few stability events, which aren't going to be good. So let's just have +1 stab. It's gonna... Oh well, straight away. That's quite nice actually. Even less unrest, and it's not like we're dying for our taxation money. Godspeed. There's no outliner here for westernization progress, we'll just have to watch it creep up over here. Does anybody miss the original times where what you had to do was get, you got +1 point per stability, and once you got to 100 points you'd finished westernizing? Those were the days. Because you could just use the defeat rebels mission and constantly spam your stability up to maximum. Right, they still don't know anything about us, but that's fine by me. Oh, it finally happened. My mouse is disconnected. But if I just kinda... Don't know if you heard the boop boop there. I just kinda... If I just, you know... Come on, mouse. Speak to me. There we go. Nope. Well, this Logitech G9 has seen its fair share of bouncing down the stairs, so I can't really blame it for dying now. I've had it for almost 5 years, I think. There we go. Can't wait for that new mouse to arrive in the mail. Anywhere between 7 and 28 days. So it's going to be pretty heavy on the military power, but it's only going to take 4. Doubt it's going to take too much more than 100 months. We'll be fine, that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to chain my missions so that I can keep getting fortify missions to improve my manpower. However, I'm not about to remove Haida from the map. We have no reason to do so. So I'm going to take the mission and just cancel it. In 1 year we will get another fortify mission. Because that works wonders in the manpower there. Went from 26 to 51. Yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Catholic becomes our new state religion. Baby, yes. Okay, so all of our provinces are going to be horribly revolting now. In fact, revolt risk across our country is probably going to be horrible. That tolerance is going to go from -4 revolt risk to a lot worse. +3 revolt risk. It's going to be a swing of 7 revolt risk in all of our provinces. So let's immediately... What the hell is this? Well, we're going to convert to Reformed. And we're going to try and get our favor on stability as quickly as possible. And we need to get converting as quickly as possible as well. This is going to hurt our country a lot. Missionary strength +1, but tolerance of heretics, that's alright, there's no heretics. National tax for stability, no, that would be foolish. Yeah, welcome to Reformed Chavs. I did pick Reformed, right? Yeah, what a joke that would be. Yeah, you can only flip every 100 years, that's fine. And it's better to repel the savages. The events that you get are slightly better. Even though I'd get +1 base tax in this wool province, we'll just repel the savages. Jake, are you going to become Defender of the Faith for the extra missionary? I don't want to defend people over there, but it might be a good idea. I'm going to need that extra missionary, it's worth the money. Alright, so, reactionaries. 75% chance that they will increase. I'm going to need an army. This is going to hurt us a lot. Look at that, 6% revolt risk in all of our provinces. Yikes. And when reactionaries rise up, boy are they going to rise up. Oh well. I suppose I asked for this. I barely have any cogs to deal with them either. And every time they succeed in one of their... every time they win a siege... Huh. I thought they lower westernization. Okay. Well, it's going to be expensive, but... And I should have done it before I converted, but... Let's lower the chance that I'll be getting more uprisings. If only I had the advisor as well. Jake, up the autonomy, it will drop soon enough. Yeah. It's a shame I can't up the autonomy over here. But you're right, I should drop autonomy across these core provinces. I could certainly drop it up here in all these horrible mountainous provinces. Barely impacts on my income. Alright, we'll see how the other factions go from that. Okay, still very high chance. Sinan and Miwok. That's because of these missionaries, but they'll be done soon enough. Nonetheless, let's not have any of those silly buggers. And to cap it off, we can do focus on stability to get even less unrest. Boom. That'll last for a year. Jake, you have administered a republic. You can drop autonomy on everything, and autonomy will be gone in 8 years. Ah, thanks for that. That does sound pretty good. Makes me feel like a fool for increasing my stability. But then, I am quite the fool. And check it out. Check that gold income now, finally. Ooh, baby. Been a long time coming. Although it still seems oddly low up here. Oh no, that's right, we didn't get a gold province up there. Don't know why I think I did. Here it is. Now that's one nice thing. The provinces where our colonists were at, they're already reformed. I don't think anything we have is high base tax anyway. So this will be a very survivable. Yeesh. Very survivable indeed. Let's get that autonomy up across the board. I suppose the earlier we do it, the earlier it goes away. And there's no revolt risk around here for whatever reason. Jake, would you consider colonizing Siberia for the gold now? Not really. You know, a province colonized in Siberia is a province in America not colonized. America is my home continent. North America, rather. And also, lazy colonist, what are we going to do with you? Theologian, admin techs. It's all about that admin tech 10, it seems. We'll be working on that. And yeah, lazy colonist, so let's send him here. I always wanted to get on with that. And as expected, fortify. We want to achieve religious unity, but I think that's a way away. Laguneros. Don't mind me. Here we come. Well, I'd rather have that Republican tradition, thanks. Or would I? Yeah, yes I would. Very painful in the points. High command, resist? Well, I don't care. At what point do you think I've been relying on my army or navy tradition? Flatten it to 0. Right, when you're finished, we'll get the other guy over to the other Californian coast, because we love those high base tax provinces. Unfortunately, they don't add to religious unity anymore, because colonies don't do that. Thanks, Johan. Doing the ones that take the longest first, since you get your most bang for your buck when it comes to religious unity and those kinds of conversions. Wow, I got so lucky with that religious conversion there. Thank you, New Castile. Thank you for showing us Catholicism and us instantly somehow agreeing with the Swiss or whoever. Yeah, let's see if we can get any feel for the religion around here. Protestantism up in... no, Catholicism still seems to have a strong grip here. Sweden didn't convert. So where are the the Reforms? And for that matter, most of the Protestants. Since Catholicism is drooping down here, I'm guessing there's quite a bit of central Germany. But we'll never know. We've almost lost our focus on stability. It's alright, we'll get it back. If the Chavs still want to react, then we'll give them what's for. Hurts me to raise autonomy like that. I've just conditioned myself not to. But I mean, look how fast it's going down. Can't hurt myself over that. Jake, check to see who's defender. Well, I am. I claimed it, so I'd have 2 missionaries. Remember? I've got to convert this land fast, and it's going to take what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, say 13 for a wild card. About 13 years to convert all of our land, and it'll get progressively easier. Right, the term is up for our demigod king. I would love to re-elect him, so I will. Yeah, I will. Why not? He'll probably die on me, but we'll give him another go. Because it's just so nice having such a great ruler. He'll probably die right about now, but that's okay. Placate New Castile, they are a threat to us. Oh no, they're protective of us. Shame they wouldn't want an alliance, but they can't... can they attack us? I don't think they can. So we'll create a proper fleet and then we'll just cancel that, because I want those fortify missions. Reactionaries in Kodiak. Well, I'll have to fight them, but with what? It's a little late to be building my boats, but I'll have to build them. 7, 8, 9 boats, 3 people. We're going to need more than that. Thankfully, I don't think Kodiak is mountainous. Nope, it's just woods. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And people again reminding me of my lazy colonist. I thought I'd already sent him, but as usual, completely wrong. Alright, so those revolutionaries will rise up there, but we'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. They'll probably have a cannon, so they'll rip through that fort in no time. I like where it says colonial life isn't like this, after saying how good it is. That's alright. Jake, murk up and scorch the earth in Kodiak to increase defensiveness. Nah, I have every confidence that we're going to make it there in plenty of time. Look at that. Not even a cannon above them. hurts to be losing money, I tell you what. Oh, and we have no tradition now. 10 stack. So, how many boats did I build? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah well. We'll get 2 of them on the boat. Get them straight up there. The rest of you can walk a bit to take the edge off the journey. No, I don't want him dead, so we're not going to put him in charge. Political and economic pressure at home has made the way of life sudden. Way of life for a sudden increase in the number of population. Yeah, okay, anyway. Gain 200 population and expand colonial territory to global settler increase plus 1 man per year? Okay, the settler chance is quite good. Did they even think this thing through? Right. That's one province that we've really done fast though, so I'll take it just for that. Begrudgingly. Oh god, they got a breach in Kodiak pretty swiftly. Jake, would this be the time to test out the autonomy feature? We've already raised autonomy everywhere we can. At least I think we have. Check them. Alright, leave behind the one that doesn't have the cavalry. The rest of you, chop, bloody chop, as we say. Jake, attack Haita for some shekels. Shekels aren't the issue here, although I'm bloody glad that we got all the ones that we could. Is there a river crossing? There is not. We can go over and smash them as soon as everyone's arrived. Come on now, there's not much time. They're led by a 3-fire general, but we have the flank on them, although... I would rather have a general, even though he's rubbish. Yeah, 2-fire, nothing else. Let's not lose what little army tradition we have before this battle could mean the difference between life and death. That was a way to merge my units without losing any time in their travelling. So we got a -1 for that, so it's going to be a 2-shot disadvantage, but we got the flank. So say your prayers, reactionaries. As they say in France, action, reaction. Probably. This song is Fa La La Lan from the Republican music pack. That's the second biggest buyer's remorse I've ever had from Paradox. Well, to do with Europa. Coming close second after Conquest of Paradise. What a disgraceful DLC that was. Alright, I'll probably just keep you up here since it's fairly likely that any reactionaries will pop up there. Anywhere else I'll have plenty of time to react to them. Ho ho ho. And how long have I forgotten to put my merchant in Mexico? Collect. And Rio Grande, I suppose. Oh, we don't know where the trade node is. Where is the Rio Grande trade node? Is it here? Is it in the sea? You'll give me military access, so let's go and find it. You know, for zero tradition, and the fact that I had no bonuses, that's an amazing conquistador. It's on the east coast for ease of European access, Jake. Of course it is, Alicious. Okay, so we have no rebel factions available. This is great news for us. Everything just going so smoothly. And already we're almost at halfway house with religious unity. Gotta get that reformed going. Salt. Necessary for human life. Yet another fortify mission, Guamares. Hopefully it's not somewhere I just put a missionary. It is not. Jake, it's one province north of Barado. I'm playing Aztecs right now. Something, something. Oh, +3 stability. You seldom see the day. Why not? Alright, we got access from our good friends in the Caribbean. New Castile. I'm just getting them mixed up in my head. It's getting too early for this. Has Jake westernized? Not really. We're halfway through, 55.34% of the way through. Although we're going to hit a roadblock when our military points tick away. Again, this event. Goodbye, even more military points. And diplo points. But hey, this is what you come to expect when you're westernizing. Jake, you could just colonize Panama or something in that region and go from there, maybe taking some lands from the natives. Would probably save you some time compared to what you're trying to do. You're probably not wrong, but I don't know the positioning of these provinces. Okay, well I could find out the positioning of these provinces, I suppose. Alright, Rio Grande, accept my merchants. Not promising, but okay. And you've got the estuary. And you've got the centre of trade. I think myself and New Castile are going to come to blows soon enough. Ugh, and England. Looks like the colonizers are in full swing, but that's okay. Just more people for me to destroy. Wouldn't want things to be too easy now, would we? Taking no time flat. So do we stay focused on admin? I think we'll do that until we get Tech 10, and then we'll go focus on military, so we can get quantity and flesh out our military technologies. Again, proper fleet, just cancel it, because I want those building forts missions. It only gives you manpower for the level 1 forts, but that's a good thing. Everywhere that we colonize is going to have well, no fort at all. Jake, this ruler soon seems to have a pen chart for bribery and corruption. Oh, his son. I thought the withdrawal from public life event was about the brother. Well, I'm sure we'll get it soon enough, so we can have a look at it again. Don't worry, the fun is far from over in that regard. so where do we colonize now? These provinces are not so lucrative. Somebody might have had an idea, a good idea when it came to taking these lands, but I can't see them. So, since I'm not really fearing any revolts here, we'll get you folks onto that boat. Send you down here and we'll meet up, we'll have some fun. We're going to discover some of these provinces and try to wrap around the easy way. Fortunately, this all counts as North America. And one of these I'm fairly sure is an important centre of trade or an estuary or something. But I could be wrong, I am often wrong. In the meantime, we're still going to try snaking around. Jake, you've maxed your fervour. Indeed we have. What do we go for? Well, unrest it is. Not that I think we have any. No, we should have... Happy days. None of it's converted, but that's okay. Half decent army. Well done. We left a man behind. Split them in half. 5 stacks should do. Get them on the boats and go and discover these areas. Jake, how much longer will the stream be? I'll finish the stream when I finish westernization. Because I'll be glad that's over. I know that the Mingle stream was a long time of absolutely nothing happening, but this has really taken the biscuit. God damn, these Iberians are going to town on the Mesoamericans. I should be glad that they're there. I think they're slowing down the pre-Art of War ravaging that the Iberians tended to do around here. Right, let's discover this land. I'll have you heal up, and then we'll go and pick you up again. Jake, aren't you guys a little hot with all these clothes on in Mexico? Not at all. I'm curious to see if they're going to change their clothes later on. So good being reformed. I always want to play them, but the problem is if you're a strong Catholic in Europe, why would you ever go away from Catholicism? It's the religion to be. Curia control is too good. Alright, was I lying when I said one of these is probably a centre of trade? Looks like it. Question is... Okay, right, I can colonise Nicoya. And once that's colonised... it's too far away for me. Not too far away from future me. So once I finish... once I become Western, I'll be able to get Tech 7, surely. I could probably get 3 techs in one go. And I can colonise Nicoya, and then I can colonise this province because it's bordering it. Same would happen if I did these two, but again, I need the range. So I'll finish westernization and do that, provided that the English don't beat me to it. That's an issue. I'm going to want to pay that down in case we get horrible events relating to it. That'll do for now. Hey English, just... we don't know England. Now we do. They don't know us well enough. But we'll want to be friendly with them, just in case they get a little unfriendly with us. Jake, not anymore. Curia control is pretty weak now. Really? Well, I haven't played Catholicism in Art of War yet. England have already finished that. Let's just hope they don't march onto these other ones. Oh, he's going for the Panama Canal. Another great Animaniacs song. 48 miles on that Panama Canal. In fact, while we're here, why don't we have a little run around the place? Get to know the locals. Courier control is very strong, it's just hard to control the courier. Yeah, I can understand that. We're going to have to cut our little holiday short. They're rising up in the well-known province of that. 7,000 of them in mountains, and I haven't built another fort on it. Well, come on lads, there's no time. Oh jeez, I'm chewing it bad whichever way I do it. Jake Lazy Fortifier, working on it. Mission. England is a rival of a country considered a threat to us, so they should be our friend. Well, I'm not disagreeing with you there. But they're going to hate us for being a different religion. So that's not going to happen. Religious unity is more likely to happen. And removing Haida from the map. I'm not going to be doing that. I love them. My little bank. Alright, we dropped you off there. Let's pick up some more. Attempts to westernize have been met by refusals from reactionaries. They're now up in armour for our latest demands. Hardly demanding anything from people, but some people just look for things in life to complain about. Is it hypocritical of me to complain about them? Probably. Profit, loss, loss. So we get profit if we... That wouldn't help me at all. I don't collect in Jiren. Fool. That would give me profit. Right. Onwards. I know we're going to have to engage with a 2-shock in mountains, but that's alright. We're going to have something like 3 fire. So, how close are we to the whole westernization thing? In about a year it'll be finished, so that's plenty of time to send that colonist there after that. However, you'll be finished in about a year, so I'm out of reasons here. What do I do? All this land is terrible. All this land is terrible. You there, you're the best of a bad bunch. Arid though. Jake, make your... You should... Yeah, I was going to be activating the fervor for this. Yeah. 15% morale. Okay, not too shabby. And that's some really good information. It shows you about recovering morale. I wonder if it was always like that. We're not going to take this route. No, we will take this route. And we will test once again whether or not having a higher maneuver general works across crossing straits. Makes very little sense that it does, but hey, let's use it to our advantage. I'll be damned. Jeez, I still want to re-elect him. He's so good. But he's probably gonna die. I could get a 666 for a while. Too good to pass up, honestly. Too good. And now he dies. Take the inflation. Lose the stability. It's fine, bring on all the bad events. I'm well overdue them. Rest and wreck that colony. I had completely forgotten about marching you in. That's alright, forgetting things is what I do. Long election cycle means you lose 20 Republican tradition for a re-election. Exactly, I prefer to have a short election cycle, like a merchant republic. Love merchant republics. And this colonial rush is just golden. Okay. I'm short on cogs, we'll need to fix that since transporting my fleets around is becoming a full-time job here. We have 9,000, I think 12,000 would be a far better number. Jake, the turn colony into a city missions for a colony that will shortly be finished. No, you can get it on ones that are almost finished. Convert a province to reformed. Well, sure, 10 prestige is appreciated. What was that province again? Is that looks like it, the one that takes ages. Is it time for a shakedown of the natives? I think it soon will be. Joke's on these guys if they reform off of me though, because they're not going to gain much technology. See, I've heard people asking how you're meant to westernize under this new system. There you go, Chinese westernized and Christianized. We've even got some good government policies. Thank you, base 666. I think we'll have that stability back, actually. We have completed our westernization. We've turned from Chavs into pikeys. We've managed to pull through and modernize our country's military up to Western standards. Why does it still say that? We haven't. We're still wearing our seal arse suits. Fighting with bones on the end of sticks. I'm sure they've got carbines over in New Castile by now. The point is, westernizing no longer changes your unit types. Chinese unit tech. Yeah. We don't even get a bonus to using cavalry. That's a bit garbage. But what the hey, at least we can tech up now at light speed. Neighborhood bonus of 55%. 219 to do this. Yes, yes, yes. And with that we can colonize you. But we shall continue this next time. It's been one hell of a long stream. But here we go, we are Chavs. We're snaking our way over to England, which is our goal. We will conquer England, turn it into a nation of Chavs, and if we can, we'll make a Siberian Iberia. It's also good to know that Muscovy are still not expanding. In fact, they are being severely unexpanding. Jeez, that's harsh. Normally you hate seeing a strong Commonwealth, but in this one, oh, it's going to be good for me. There's the Protestants. There are their forms. In any case, cheers for everyone that's managed to power through these 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Yeah, it's been a long one. When will I be back? I think I'll be back tomorrow evening. We will finally finish Dungeon Keeper, and we'll probably continue with Chavs. I don't know exactly what time, but it'll be evening time. Can't be any less vague than that. Anyway, cheers all, and see you then. Remember, we can't see them, but don't settle for them. You know what I'm talking about.